especially after he had just given you 4 outs. What made you confident going to Diaz for 6 then?
When I made the decision to go to him in the 8th, I wanted my best guy against their best hitter, and then let it play out. And then once he got through that 8th with 11 pitches, that's when I was like, probably gonna send him back out. So check with him. He's like, I'm good. I said, okay, this is your game, and then I'll be right behind, pumping him up. But I knew I was gonna keep him short. I had Stanek there, and then he got Castellano on a quick out, and then once he got to 2, the walk, I wanted to go out there and check with him and just explain the situation, what I wanted to do there. Hell of a job. We've been protecting him the whole year, and now it's big boys time, and he's our guy. So proud of him.
You've talked yesterday just about the atmosphere here. What have these last 2 nights, sold out crowds, huge games for you guys been like?
Yeah, incredible. Like you said, playoff atmosphere, the crowd's into it, every pitch, every play, every inning, every at bat. That's what you dream. You prepare, you work hard all year, all off season to get to this position. But again, we got to continue to play well. We got to get on a plane tonight and off to Atlanta now. So, but out of to our fan base because we felt it. So, yeah.
Mike?
Carlos, how does it feel to be at this point, knowing that if you win your next series, you're in?
I don't want to get too far ahead. We have to enjoy the fact that we won this series against a really good team. Enjoy the day tomorrow, and then we'll be ready. We'll be ready. But I don't want to get too far ahead. We got to continue to take care of business, one game at a time mentality, and do whatever we need to do to get the job done. And that's what we'll do. Be ready for Tuesday's game, and then see what happens.
How much do you sense guys have had this Atlanta series, circled just, in the second half of the year, knowing that it could come down to this?
No, I don't think, because we've been just the task at hand, but today's game, this series, and it's been like that mentality, that approach 2 or 3 months ago. I remember going to the West Coast and people talking about the road trip and the West Coast and this and the top of the scale, so we got to go to Atlanta and we got to play well.
Was your mound visit with Edwin Diaz one of those where you wanted to look in his eyes and kind of see what he wanted to do there, or did you just want to?
Yeah. So not only that, I just wanted to make sure that he was feeling good, because I was pushing him. He got 4 out for us yesterday, and then 6 out today. It's not easy. But I also wanted to explain the situation. First and third, I knew they were going to take off. They left the like how I wanted Pete to hold the runner and play the batter. So there was a lot of things there, strategy-wise, that I wanted the boys to be on the same page. So.
And also with Tyler McGill, was that just you not wanting to see that lineup, to see him again for a 3rd time?
Yeah, 82 pitches through 4. He made pitches, limited damage, bases loaded in that first inning. And with the off day tomorrow, I knew going in that I was going to be aggressive. So with the top of the lineup, their best hitter again, I felt like Mayton was the right matchup. And not only he got that inning, but we're talking about Diaz going 2, Mayton going 2 was huge, and then Boodle obviously. But yeah, I felt like I needed to be aggressive there with McGill.
Peter?
Second day in a row that Nimmo had a huge hit. Just what can you say about him stepping up this series?
Yeah, he's a really good player, and he's been grinding, and it's been hard for him, especially in this second half after the way he finished the first half. But he never is going to stop working, and he's one of our leaders, and with Lindor down, guys will continue to step up, and today was Nemo, and he's been doing it like you said, but he's having some good at-bats, and what a big moment for him today and for all of us.
Andy?
You think the off day will be enough for Diaz to recover from these 2 outings, or we have to figure out if you have him on Tuesday?
Yeah, I will have to wait and see what we got, because again, 4 outs yesterday, 17 pitches, but then 6 outs, 2 ups today, 20-some pitches. we'll see. I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell me, but we'll put him through, all the testing and all that, our performance science group always do, and, we'll make a decision.
Ron?
You said it was a big boy time for him. As you envisioned the plan for him last winter, was that something you saw to get him to the point where he'd be able to do 6 outs in September? Was it something you saw the last few weeks that you saw he was at that point?
Not necessarily, you look back and yes, you protect him the whole year, early on, you stay away from back-to-backs, 3 out of 4, or because of situations like this. So when we do need them, they're gonna be ready to go. He's coming off a major injury, missed the whole year, struggled at the beginning, had a rough and a tough month of May, but he's an elite closer. He's one of the best in the game, and with the way he's been throwing the baseball the past 2 months, even when there was 2 games during the West Coast trip that they got him, for walk-off, he was able to bounce back. And what we've seen lately with him is just 2022, and here we are, needing everything out of everybody, and he's one of them, and he's giving it to us.
Anthony?
Carlos, 2 things. Do you have a rotation for the Atlanta series that you can tell us?
Yeah, we're gonna go Sevi, Peterson, Manaya.
And how did Lindor go through his
Fine,
workout?
nothing new. Did all the baseball activities, and we just gotta wait and see how he feels tomorrow, and then going into Tuesday.
Andrew?
I know you said you don't expect this to be the last time you guys are at home, but what did you make of the reception that the fans gave to Pete Alonso?
Yeah, pretty incredible. And that's what it's all about. That's what makes this city such a special city, because in our fan base, the Mets fans, I got goosebumps when that happened. And for Pete to recognize the crowd and just every at bat, and then not only with Pete, but every pitch, man, and they've been right there with us. And I keep saying it, we feed off that, they're the best fans, the whole year, even at the beginning when it was hard, they're right there. Thank you to all of them, and we're gonna continue to play well, and gonna be back here in October.
Jake?
Iglesias kind of took one off the knee there late in the game. Is he all right?
Yeah, I thought it was the knee. I think it was more of the quad, so it was more muscle there. So once he pointed out where it was, I was like, I turned back and it's like, okay.
Joe?
Carlos, what does it say about a guy like Tyrone Taylor, especially after these last 10 games or so, that he's been able to answer the call?
Yeah, he's a pro, man. He's always ready. He knows his role, and even when he's not playing every day, there's times where he goes 6-7 days without getting an at bat or being on the starting lineup, and he's always ready to either go and play defense, steal a base, supporting his teammate, and then before you know it, you put him in the lineup, and he's gonna give you quality at bats. And for the past, week or so, he's been huge for us. Defensively making plays. The at bats today, 2-out single against a tough pitcher on Wheeler. Tough right on right, and he's a baseball player.
Disha?
Tonight's win also denied the Phillies a chance to clinch the NL East here. Is that a little bit of icing on the cake for the division round? No,
look, they're a really good team. They're a really good team, really good organization. They're close. They're already in. So, and I know that their next step, they're trying to win the division, but we can't worry about that. We got big business to take care of here. So our job was to win every game possible, win a series, which we did, and now on to the next one.